purpose of systems design is to create a physical model of the system that satisfies the design requirements that were defined during the system analysis phase. This chapter began with a discussion of user interface design and human computer interaction concepts. A graphical user interface uses visual objects and techniques that allow users to communicate effectively with the system. User-centered design principles include understanding the business, maximizing graphic effectiveness, thinking like a user, using models and prototypes, focusing on usability, inviting feedback, and documenting everything.
When you design the interface itself, you should try to make it transparent. Create an interface that is easy to learn and use, enhance user productivity, make it easy to obtain, help or correct errors, minimize input data problems, provide feedback, create an attractive layout and design, and use familiar terms and images. You also can add control features such as menu bars, toolbars, drop-down list boxes, dialog boxes, toggle buttons, list boxes, buttons, check boxes, and command buttons. Controls are placed on a main switchboard, which is like a graphical version of a main menu. The discussion of input began. Input design began with a description of source documents and the various zones in a document, including the heading zone, the control zone, the instruction zone, the body zone, the total zone, and the authorization zone. The discussion of data entry, screen design explained the use of input masks and validation rules to reduce data errors. Input masks are like templates that only permit certain combinations of characters, and data validation rules can provide checks to ensure that inappropriate data is prevented from entering the system. These checks can include data sequence, existence, range and limit, reasonableness, and validity, among others.
The chapter described various types of printed reports, including detailed, exception, and summary reports. You learned about the features and sections of reports, including control fields, control breaks, report headers and footers, page headers and footers, and group headers and footers. You also learned about other types of output such as web-based information delivery, audio output, instant messaging, podcast, email, and other specialized form of output. You also learned about batch and online input methods, input media and procedures, and input volume. Input methods includes data capture and data entry. Data capture, which may be automated, involves identifying and recording source data. Data entry involves converting source data into computer-readable form and entering it into the system. New technology offers optical and voice recognition systems, biological feedback devices, motion sensors, and a variety of graphical input devices.